You know, I read online somewhere that David Hogg thinks he's the NRA's biggest enemy. How can you be somebody else's biggest enemy when you are your own worst enemy? Just saying. Okay, let's see what we have here. An 8-year-old, now 18, who's been riding the coattails of 17 dead young people for a while now. Matter of fact, it was to the point where one of the relatives of one of the dead students straight out said, "Stop using my sister's memory to push your gun control crap. She supported the Second Amendment." And one of your cronies said, "Well, if she supported it, that's her problem." Well, not those exact wordings, but most people remember seeing that tweet. Now, David, you're 18. I'm guessing acting like an adult, that's out of the question.
What if our politicians weren't the bitch of the NRA?
Now, I'm not saying that kid was justified in shooting at your school after you and your friends bullied the crap out of them. But, I'm pretty sure that you and your friends, after knowing that was probably part of why he did it, feel a little guilty about bullying him, right?
Those talking about how we should have not ostracized him, you didn't know this kid! Okay, we did!
Yeah, I didn't think so. Now, I get it. You have a lot of followers on Twitter. I mean, a lot. You gained a lot of traction when you decide to run your mouth about crap you don't understand. Now, I get it. You don't understand anything about firearms, and so you went straight for gun control. Now, there's a lot of people out there's a lot of gun control groups out there. And they all push for it in their own way. Some of them handle it like adults. Some don't. Some, again, call people names.
What if our politicians weren't the bitch of the NRA?
Or when they're challenged on Twitter by somebody just making a stupid remark like Ingram did, you decided, instead of responding, you decided to attack her financially. You couldn't win a battle, so you went for the bully tactic because that's worked out so well for you. And instead of doing stuff the right way, you decided to go to stores and do die-ins. Now, it's so sad that one of your classmates can't do a die-in properly to the point where she can't let go of her damn phone. Now, I'm not sure what's more annoying than you. The fact that you are turning yourself into the biggest bully on Twitter, or on social media, or in the media, and the media is actually okay with this, or the fact that you have such brain-dead supporters, they support every bullying tactic you've done. Because, again, it's worked out so far, it's worked out great so far now, hasn't it? And yes, we know exactly what your brain-dead supporters look like. I'm not talking about your followers on Twitter, because I can guarantee you not all of them are your supporters. A lot of them just literally watch your page to see what dumb shit you're going to come up with. And it's kind of sad, the fact that one of your friends actually justified
You didn't know this kid! Okay, we did!
bullying this kid. Again, not justifying his actions at all. He shouldn't have done what he did. But your friends justified it. She said we shouldn't be held accountable for that. Now I get it. You want to put laws in place that you think might prevent the next shooting, that you think might help the next person. When are you going to hold the local police, the local sheriff, and the deputies accountable for the fact that they could have prevented some of those lives lost and didn't do anything? That fucker is so grateful to be part of your little clique. You could tell every time he's talking, he's sweating, hoping that you never point out the fact that he just let those kids die. and the 4 officers who just stood outside the school let those children die. And don't give me that crap about handguns versus AR-15. If you give me that fucking argument, it means you don't understand how they function. It's been proven time and time again that shouldn't have been a factor. So, Sheriff, shut up with that not one more because you let a whole bunch go that day. And I get it. You need some kind of tragedy or something to keep your name relevant. And I thought your ignorance had reached the lowest it could get. Until today, when I noticed you guys actually made a die-in website where people can donate and purchase merchandise. Really? It's all about saving lives, but here's some merchandise. Seriously, child, what the fuck is wrong with you? And to the supporters who are going to get annoyed at me for attacking a child, he's 18, he's a legal adult. And half the shit he says on the internet, if you justify that, then get annoyed when people call him out on it, you're a bigger fucking hypocrite than he is. So which one is it? Is he an adult that's changing the world, or is he a child that needs protecting from the masses? You can't have both. It doesn't work that way. Now, in all honesty, that little dying scam you pulled about laying all over the floor and pretending to be dead, which none of you actually did that very well, you inconvenienced some shoppers. And I suspect the only reason that store didn't kick you out on your ass is because for a short period of time, it would have been a PR nightmare. That's about it. Because they're bullying the children instead of tossing your ass out on the fucking ground because you're laying on their damn floors. There's all kinds of ways to protest. On the floor, like a goddamn child. Yes, children do that when they're not getting their way. They kick and scream and lay on the floor. They don't think you're missing his diapers and pacifiers. So if anybody wants to support his next die-in, those are the 2 items they should probably bring. Yes, it's hot in my city. I took a cold shower. Even with the fan on back there. But with this, the fan's pointless, obviously. So, David, how about you actually act like an adult, since you are legally one, and do stuff the right way. The crap you're doing is fucking childish. And again, it's nothing but bullying tactics. And every time you ask somebody to boycott someplace, congratulations, you raise their profits. I'm pretty sure the amount of people who sign up to the NRA are doing that in spite of you. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure some of these people aren't even 100% agreement with the NRA. I'm not, especially since they just said, "Oh, we'll give them bum stocks. We'll just give them that little bit." No, you give them a little bit, they take a lot. That's just how it works. That's always how it's been. But again, let us know what you're going to boycott next so we can watch their profits go through the roof. But seriously, these bullying tactics are crap. Again, not saying the kid was justified in shooting the students, because obviously he wasn't, but obviously bullying isn't helping you. Look how well it turned out the very first time. But you're not going to give a shit. You're probably not going to see this video. It won't matter. Because you have hundreds of thousands of minions who just fall on your every word and don't give a shit. Young kids will win. Technically, possibly, but just not who you think. Anyways, you guys have a nice night. It's too hot for me to really think properly, and I really didn't get to this video the way I wanted to. But screw it. Bye.
You cannot invade the mainland United States. There would be a rifle behind every blade of grass. Isoroku Yamamoto.
Now, you've just watched another video by Running Guns News. If you liked the video, hit like. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you actually enjoy my content, you can you can support me or my channel financially if you choose by PayPal, Patreon. BitChute now has an option to do monthly or one-time payments, which no matter what you pick, it's still taken out at the beginning of every month, just so you know. And you can catch my videos on other platforms, which will also be linked below. So until then, have a nice day.